Hi and welcome back to the AQA GCSE History Elizabeth I Revision Series. This is episode 11 and we're looking at the Northern Rebellion. Many northern nobles were still committed Catholics. They wanted to see the restoration of Catholics in England under a Catholic monarch. They arrived with Mary, Queen of Scots, in 1568, gave them hope that Elizabeth could be replaced with Mary. Elizabeth had confiscated large areas of land from the Earl of Northumberland and shared them between Northumberland's main rival in the north and a southern Protestant. Northumberland was also angry with Elizabeth as he had claimed the profits from the copper mines on his estates. Elizabeth had reduced the power of the northern nobles and increased her control in the north. In part, she did this through the councils of the north, which helped her govern the region. Under Elizabeth, the council was controlled by southern Protestants. The northern nobles deeply resented this. The northern nobles blamed Elizabeth's advisers for these policies. They believed that some privy councillors, especially William Cecil, had become too powerful. They wanted to remove these evil councillors and replace them with men who could be more sympathetic to their interests. In 1569, the Duke of Norfolk had planned to marry Mary, Queen of Scots, and had her recognised as Elizabeth's heir. This plan was supported by Catholic nobles, including the Earls of Northumberland and Westmoreland, because it meant that Elizabeth would be succeeded by a Catholic queen. When the plan was uncovered, the earls feared that they would be executed for their involvement. In a desperate attempt to escape punishment, they rebelled and tried to overthrow Elizabeth. In November of 1569, the earls captured Durham, and they were celebrated Catholic Mass in the cathedral. They then marched south, probably making it for Tutbury in Derbyshire, where Mary was imprisoned. Before the rebels reached Tutbury, a large royal army forced them to retreat. Many of their troops deserted, and the earls fled to Scotland. Elizabeth showed little mercy towards them. Westmoreland fled abroad, but Northumberland was executed, and there were at least 400 rebel troops. The Northern Rebellion was the most serious rebellion of Elizabeth's reign. It posed a major threat to Elizabeth's rule and showed the danger that Mary, Queen of Scots, represented as a rallying point for English Catholics. News of the rebellion created widespread fear among the English Protestants about the threat posed by the Catholics and contributed to the growing anti-Catholic feeling. These views were fueled by memories of the harsh persecution of Protestants during the reign of Mary I. The Northern Rebellion sought to protect the long-standing independence of the northern nobles, but in the end it increased the government control in north England. After the revolt, many rebels had their lands confiscated, and the Council of the North was strengthened under the pressure of leadership of the Puritans, Henry Hastings, Earl of Huntingdon. So that's the end of episode 11 of the AQA GCSE History Elizabeth I Revision Series. Next episode we'll be looking at the Catholic threat. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.